Apart from that, actually, you were featured in two books recently,
yes.
right? Your work.
Yes.
Could you, elaborate a little bit about that?
Yes. Bill Herter, which is a very renowned author. He has authored like 36 books on photography, especially wedding and portrait photography. He's a very renowned author. He dropped me an email about a year ago. So, Lewis, really like your work.
And where did he see your work? He saw it from
He's part of
WPPI
portfolio. As well. He's part of the organization that took part in the competition. And he saw my work and said, hey, why don't, is it okay if I use some of the images for some of my upcoming books, you'll be with good company with Marcus Bell and Joanne and Jerry Jones. These are like the Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo of photography. Why not, So I submitted it. I had no idea how he's going to use it. And then when I found out that one of the picture was actually came out on the cover of his upcoming book.
Oh, really?
And it's going to be available, according to Amazon.com, next February.
Brilliant. Next February. Okay, that one's entitled?
The Wedding Photographer's Handbook.
The Wedding Photographer's Handbook. So that's
edition 2.
Edition 2, that's the one that will have your picture.
On the cover.
That is fantastic.
A lot of people are inspired. I know you started the job by chance because you were taking photos for your own stories.
Yes.
But who are some of the photographers that perhaps inspired you along the way? Do you have a handful of people you would call your favorite photographers?
Well, yes, I definitely have to say that. I think each year I put aside time and resources to go away to attend a big photography conference abroad or attend a workshop because you know what? I am hungry and I'm humbled by the talents that I see out there. When I go away and learn, I'm admitting that I don't know everything. And there's so much more for me to learn and discover. So my favorite photographers has to be locally. One of my favorite photographers is Vincent Tien, who is the Associated Press photo editor.
Right.
In the KL Bureau. He is the first person to inspire me to excel in what I do. Another person that really inspired me would be Joe McNally. He has actually come on your show a few months ago.
Yes, he has.
Joe McNally, 20 years of career in National Geographic, and he has published 2 books and 2 more coming out. He is humble, despite of how much he has achieved. He is probably the most recognized photographer on planet Earth today.
Right.
But he is so humble, he is so sensitive, he's so courteous, such a pleasure to work with.
I guess that's, like you were saying earlier, that's what makes a good picture, when you're able to identify with the situation that you're in.
Exactly. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
I think in life we cannot go far on our own. Nobody succeeds alone. For me, my wife is huge. We run the business together. I do the adventurous stuff, the crazy creative stuff, and she takes care of the business.
Who took your wedding photos?
Yes, I was actually just about to ask that, You seem like a very, you're like a perfectionist and all that. But who took your wedding photos?
A good friend of mine did our photos, and we couldn't afford. The truth is that when we got married, we were young, we were broke. We couldn't afford to have a professional photographer doing it, so just a friend of us did some pictures for us. And that's the biggest motivation for us. Every time, I want to give my clients what Jasmine and I didn't get. And we never get, because you can't go back in time. So I know how important it is to have beautiful
So there you go,
photos.
that's also another inspiration behind your story. Okay, let's go back to you talking a bit about how you are hungry for constantly looking for new knowledge, for improving yourself. Which brings me to this, there's a world-class photography conference that's going to be taking place here in KL. It's called Creative Asia, and I believe you're one of the speakers, aren't you? Tell us a little bit about that. Why do you think it's important for you to want to educate the young Malaysians out there?
Well, I'm hoping to bring in, we are bringing together 6 really top photographers from around the world. And to have this kind of photographers of this kind of caliber coming to Kuala Lumpur is very rare. What happened was when I was at WPPI, the world's largest wedding photography convention, I was so inspired. And I was telling myself, I'm learning so much, and I'm so hoping that I could bring this back home, not only to Malaysians. We call it Creative Asia because we're aiming...
It's open to everyone,
It's
right?
open to everyone in Asia, hopefully anyone from around the world. And I want to give them the same opportunity to be inspired. So that's why we are doing this, because you know what? It takes how many years to be a doctor, and how many years do you need to learn to become an architect? I mean, how can it be that photography is just
an overnight thing,
An
right?
overnight thing. You buy the most expensive camera and lenses and suddenly you're a photographer.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of training and dedication. And that's what I'm hoping to inspire Malaysian, and by bringing all these great talents. And you know what? Our website is actually open for registration today as we speak. We time it to your show.
Okay.
Yeah, and if people can go to the website at creativeasia.tv, and I repeat, www.creativeasia.tv.
We'll give that to you again at the end of the show, just in case you've missed it.
People can sign up for the workshop for super early bird registration and an unbelievable price.
Well, and you were talking about these 6 really big, amazing talents that you'll be bringing down.
Yes.
Would you like to, whet everyone's appetite to tell them?
Would you like
who
name
have we
drop for
got?
us?
Yes.
Joe McNally.
Oh, there you go.
My mentor, my good friend, and photography extraordinaire. And then everybody knows Joe, and he was here earlier this year, and we had a blast. Then we have Dane Sanders. He wrote the book Fast Track Photographer, which gives photographer an insight, faster track to how to become a successful photographer.
Right.
And he is very business savvy in how he markets himself, how he reaches out to people, how he helps other photographers. He's a huge inspiration, and he's a big-time speaker in the US as well. And then we have Michael Greenberg, who also won a grand award at WPPI last year. And Michael has just amazingly beautiful work, and he did this family portraits of a Jewish family, and it was just amazingly beautiful. They have, lambs in the picture and chickens running around and baby pulling mothers. It's like a Renaissance painting.
Right.
So Michael is that kind of photographer. It's very, very big. Manny Labrador was named as by Scott Kelby as one of the world's top 5 photographers that you may have not heard of. Manny is hugely talented and has spoken around the world as well. And then there's Ain Cahill, who is very good at teaching people who are starting out in photography, beginners. He is very patient and he's very knowledgeable. He's a Nikon technical representative, and he's coming in from the US as well. And we're hoping to add 1 or 2 more names before the end of the year, and we'll keep it posted on our website.
There you go. Brilliant. Sounds really interesting. There you go. Once again, the website is www.creativeasia.tv. We'll be reminding you once again. But before we wrap up the show, unfortunately, we're running out of time. You mentioned just then, yes, you are based in Sabah right now, but you're planning on expanding in KL.
Yes.
So has that already happened?
Yes. You know what? 60% of my clients actually came outside of Sabah. So I've been doing a lot of traveling. Last year, for instance, I was away from home 3.5 months out of 1 year. So what we see is that, hey, we need to take care of our clients in Klang Valley, KL, even more better. So what we are doing now is we have set up a gallery at Desa Sri Hartamas, and I'll be blogging about it. I'll be putting up the new address on it, and it's here. We want the bride and groom to come and see us, to be pampered, to be taken care of. We have this huge HD projector that's going to project into a big screen. We want to present the pictures in all its glory, and it's really looking gorgeous.
So where do people read your blog? What's your website?
LouisPang.com.
Okay, that's www.louispang. 2 very important websites to remember this morning. The first one will be www.creativeasia.tv and www.louispang.com.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Louis, for being on the show with us.
Thank you.
And may you enjoy the next wedding.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was really great meeting you.
Good meeting you too, and all the best with the
Thank you
coming
very
baby.
much.
You know where to get your baby's portrait pictures taken.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you also need to where to go to get your wedding photographer.
Anyway.
Joe.
Yeah, don't start rumors, Aishah. We need to take another quick break, but still ahead in your entertainment update.